చేస్తున్నా మళ్ళీ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది ఎందుకో, అందుకే మళ్ళీ కావాలి కదా.
ఎందుకని
ఏం మధ్యలో అయిపోతుంది. నేను మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేసినా అంటే మళ్ళీ పర్మిషన్ అడుగుతుంది.
అవును
అందుకే అడుగుతుంది.
రీస్టార్ట్ అయిందంటే మళ్ళీ పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వాలి.
వైఫై ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే అలా వస్తుంది.
అవునులే, నెట్వర్క్. సో అందరికి రికార్డింగ్ ఆప్షన్ వచ్చిందా లేదో ఒకసారి చూడండి. సో ప్లీజ్ ఇన్ఫార్మ్ మీ లైక్ నో హూ ఎవర్ ఈజ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్. భవానీ హేమంత్ అయ్యే. సో యోగేష్ మహేష్ మళ్ళీ నీకు ఓకే. సో ఎవ్రీబడి ఐ గేవ్ ఇట్. Sorry, we went out like no. I came like no 8:30 only, but like no in between I received one call, so I have to attend that call. That is the reason. Like. Okay, so yesterday what we discussed about parallel activity, I believe, correct? And how to if we get an exception, ours is web application. Yesterday we discussed about fetching multiple file types. Okay, and see, I would request you to please like no practice on what is it? Parallel activity. Okay, so now we are going to discuss very important feature that you will get in most like no nowadays, like no in like no do nearly 1 or 2 months I did not get it. I got this only recently. That is pick and pick branch. What is pick? So pick activity works only with the pick branch. Okay, so pick branch is of types works in such a way that trigger the action, and when it is triggered, what is the current corresponding action it should work along with. Okay, so pick branch. See, pick branch works.
Screen is not shared.
Synchronously. Pardon? Who is that?
Screen is not shared.
Oh, screen is not shared. No, it is shared. Like no, can we? Bhavani, Deepika, Hemant, screen is visible or not visible?
Visible, Anna.
Visible, Anna.
So that is purely depends on your network, ma'am. Who is this?
It's not
Dhanlakshmi?
visible screen. Yeah,
Huh?
okay. For me, it's not visible. That's why I'm asking. Okay, wait, I will check.
See, that is purely it depends on your network. So what is your network? Are you connected to your mobile hotspot or Wi-Fi?
Mobile hotspot.
That is the reason. See, we should have at least like no minimum bandwidth, right, in order to.
Okay.
Okay. So pick branch is works synchronously with the activities. That means, see, like no these down arrow symbols shows that we can have one more. Like that, I can have. See, you cannot. See, it never accept any one or any other control like no activity inside a pick. So it should accept only pick branch. Got it? So there is one important interview question like what is the difference between parallel activity and pick branch? Pick and pick branch. Yeah, like no, these two are like no combinations, pick and pick branch and then parallel activity. Sorry, pick and pick branch. The difference between parallel activity. Okay, so pick branch. Hey, రాజశేఖరు వెంటనే మ్యూట్ చేయి నువ్వు. So parallel activity works asynchronously, but pick branch activates works synchronously. And see, whenever what is the branch it is, that means, so for example, I will find element. So see, we can use whatever it may be. Oh, this is not working, right? How is doing? So what is this? So this is the dialog box. Touch browser. Browser has been attached. Pick branch. Pick branch. Then what is this? So I am using element X. So whenever we identified any dialog box occurred, consider it is a dynamic dialog box. So whatever it may be, see, I can use any find element I can use element exist. Okay, but it works if you want to execute only one particular action. So whenever this comes, then it has to execute that. Whenever it identified, if so, what is the output of this? Exists. So condition, if it exists, close it. Okay. So after this, so another pick branch. Otherwise, what to do? So I would like to extract only the text from the header. What is the output of this get text? take only like not 2 actions. That is enough. Oh, sorry. Count to main. Here we have something, no? That is not required. Model handler. So which one it is executed? It is executed the second one. See, it is not executed the first one. That means what is the activity is available in get text big branch. So now you run it. See, now it is executed the second one. Second one is like the first activity where big branch when the element exists, and then so if it is true, then it is close the dialog box. So again I run it. So it will execute only one activity, one pig branch. How many pig branches are you defined? At one time, it will execute only one activity. So rest of the activities, it will not execute. See? So it is for one case, like now for one time when you act like now run it, it is executing that one. So another time if you execute it, executing this one, so it will execute the second one. Because see, we got an error. What is that? Like, there is no box, right? So if it is there, then only it will identify. So if it is not there, so we got it. So each and every time it will execute only one pig branch. It will not execute the another pig branch. Got it? So you have to tell in interviews when the pig branch is executing, it will execute only one pig branch at one time in the pig activity. So it will not execute the second. Whatever the like no pig branch you define, it will not execute. So the same way. Parallel act. Now, for example, This is the first one. Second. Third. This is first. So first, second. So when you define this one, it is executing. But like now, when you define another activities, it will not execute. For example, so if the element exists, I will use only this. Control K, sorry, already it is there. No. Exists. Interactive. So inside this, right? Data. Now You will maintain this. For these two, we will use the same and see. I'm writing right line activity here. So to know exists value. So in order to know which one is executed. Oh. Output both are true. So it is executed, both are true, then it should come inside, right? Okay. Oh, it came inside and like now. See, now it works. What is it? Both of them. That means, like now, what are the activities we defined here? So it is executed this one, and it is executed this one. Both the activities it executed, and we got the. Okay. Now I define one more thing. Nonsense. See, that is the difficulty to work with the flow chart. If we take get text. So value. Okay. So here, sorry. So come here and see if there are two values, value, there is no capital V, okay, variable here. So now you see. So now we have to execute, it has to execute. See, okay. So this is it was executed and it is executed. And everything. See, it is how many activities we defined here under the parallel activity. It is executed all the activities. So you tell in the, see why we are talking like no this much time, because this is very important feature in, see like no in UiPath. Okay, that is the reason. In order to know the difference between pick and pick branch, parallel activity. So in the pick branch, it will execute only one activity. It will not execute any other. What are the activities you define? At the same time, when you go for parallel activity, it will execute all the activities defined in the parallel activity. Okay, so that is the difference. So whenever it is like a match to the first one, so it will execute the trigger and the action according to the trigger activity. Trigger followed by action, trigger followed by action. But here it will execute all the activities and then it will come to the next activity. So that is the difference. I believe, like, no, did you understand it? Okay. Now, so there is one more very important feature in UiPath, and that too for each and every interview question, or when you are working on real-time any use cases, that will be like no very useful. You must know that like no in order to working on UiPath. That is link queries. I forgot to tell this. So I forgot to tell about this when you are speaking about data tables. Like no, this can be applied, link queries can be applied. Lists, collections, and then data tables, and then arrays as well. See, what are the collection type it might be? So this can be applied in all the scenarios. That is link queries. What is link query? So link is nothing but long ways integrated query. So consider this is the list and this is the data. So in order to apply a query, list dot condition, and then we put any condition here. and then select. Then followed by again we'll put the condition and we'll put the or if you want to write any queries on the list. So the syntax should be from, then followed by one variable in where is the data is available in the list, where you have to specify the condition. For example, consider like now we have a data like that. Take one assign. See, this can be implemented in assign activity. So here, so in order to for better like no evaluate the expression, just expand this box so you will able to clearly understand. From yes in what is the list? Ages. Okay, so come here. See, first I will tell you like no how the syntax it is. Dot where of you have to define one function of x where x is greater than 20. Dot to array. So here it is a control K filter. It is an array, right? Where Here it is an array. Filter, right? Select. So from in ages. So each and every value come here, and we are putting the condition x is greater than 0. Then select x. Select, okay. Options restricted to disable implicit conversion from enumerable of integer to integer. So I don't want to try newly. We know. So where the data is available, ages dot max. Control K max. Where is not declared. Oh, I got it. I removed it. Where enumerable. Oh, that is the reason it is giving. Enumerable dot range. Shit. Even yesterday also, I forgot to define whether it is an array or string. Today also say, see, we have to practice this regularly. Okay. So, box. I will explain this. Okay. First, whenever we get an what is it? An output. So, filter dot wait. Oh, now only it is compiling. So, what is the function we put over here? We okay, sorry, wait a minute. First we will pause. So, see why we use this link like no queries. Otherwise, how we will proceed it? See, for example, like now I don't know how to write a query. See, these type of questions every like now lists, arrays, or data table. So if you have the data in a data table, we have an option to filter it, but I don't want to use that filter activity. So without using it, I would like to or like, no, is there any other way? So you have to tell we can use link queries. Okay, in order to filter the data from the like no lists or arrays or data tables. Okay, so here we have to this is the list dot. So what is the condition? So I want to apply a condition where of function. Okay, this is the default one. So we have to use function, then followed by one parameter you have to pass. After the passing one variable. So x, what is the specific condition you want to use? So there are a lot of ways to do that. So okay, there is no one like no only this type you can use it. So there are a lot of ways. So however you are practicing, which is the easy way, you can write it. So I would like to fetch all the data which is the value greater than 20. I can use greater than or equal to 20. Okay, so I can use greater than less than 10. I can use, see, whatever it may be condition I can put. Dot, what is this type? It is a to list. Or what and all it accepts. Dot. See, I want to see this is under like no to list or to dictionary I can convert. Okay. This is one of the way. Dot as enumerable. There is one more way. As enumerable. How? What is this man? Function of x. Okay. X greater than 10. Dot. Usually, as enumerable can be used for data table. Sorry. As enumerable, we have to use. Then max. So here so if you want to find out a maximum value of a certain array. So you can use as enumerable dot max. So we can use average value, you can use minimum value, we can use, see, whatever it may be, like no, it depends on your requirement, we can use an n number of values, functions. But you should know like no, what is the, like no, what is the your requirement? What is the value you would like to fetch it? See, in the same in interview, if you explain this, definitely you will get an like no, you will get most of the cases like no, they expect this only like no, how you will write a link queries. So I would request you, please. Anyway, tomorrow we'll speak about data table. Right now, by using data table, how we will filter the data. See, this can be same, like now both lists as well as arrays. So tomorrow we'll see, like now if you have a data in data table, okay, we'll see one more query and we will go for next like now
Next activity.
next concept. Okay.
Okay.
Here. Why we are using link queries? So first of all, you should know that. So in order to save the time, here how much time it is taking? Like now, here because I use right now. Link queries can be used to reduce the time of the like now in order to get the output from the query. So here it is max, right? See, we got within 2 seconds we got the answer. So if this is not the case, I don't know how to write query. In order to find out a maximum value, you have to write a logic. Correct, right? So you have to use for each loop first. So here the data is available under ages. Okay. So in this, I have to write if, right? So what is the item? So first of all, we have to take like no first value 0. Okay, so we have to compare with each and every value, right? Some like no first value, and we have to take the second value and compare with this, which is the greater, and again we have to compare with. So if it is the greater, then the next value. If it is less than, we have to keep this value, and like no, see, we have to write a lot of logic over here in order to identify the maximum value. So in order to avoid that risk, and in order to avoid the time, in order to avoid the time consuming, like no, so that means taking more time to write a logic. So we will write link queries. So tomorrow we'll see like no different link queries on data tables. Usually like no we are like no in real time we'll use data tables only. So it is very rare we will use arrays and lists. So we will get to know how to write a link queries, how to filter the conditions. Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, sorry, tomorrow is Saturday, right? We have a session. So Saturday, Sunday, we do not have session. Only Sunday, right? We have a session. So tomorrow we will anyway. We do not have session. Maybe like no, I'm going for a temple tomorrow. I will not be available. Maybe okay. And Sunday, if you okay, maybe I don't know. Sunday we will like no again on Monday only. Otherwise, like no, I will let you know in the like no group when we'll have a session. Like no, you tell all the like no if all are feasible. That means like no if all available, then we will have a session on like no Sunday. Saturday, I like no maybe we do not have the session. Okay, I will tell you like no when I come back from the temple, then we will have the session. If all are accepts, maybe during in the like no evening time only. Okay, let it be like no we don't have the session tomorrow. Like no we will speak on Sunday. If you are able to spend 1 hour on Sunday, otherwise we will like no get it done. Like no we will meet on Monday only. Okay, friends. Okay, thank you. See, there are some like no in order to know that like no link queries, I would request you search in not in the docs dot. So the better understanding for the link queries, better to search in forums.uapath.com. So because they will like no post the questions, whatever the issues they are finding out. So from there you will get it more. How they are expecting, what is the output they are expecting, like no whether they are using list or like no what is it data tables. Okay. So you will able to explore more. Okay. Okay, friends, then bye.